YouTube have made some massive changes that impact everyone, from viewers to advertisers to you, the creator. Monetization requirements have changed, new AI rules are coming into effect, and YouTube have finally released a tool everyone's been asking for years. So this is every single YouTube change you need to know, starting with the biggest of them all. Where else could we start but with the monetization changes? YouTube have slashed the number of subscribers and watch time or shorts views you need to join the YouTube Partner Program. But the key point here is that this new tier of monetization does not unlock ad revenue. You still need the old requirements for that. So what you need to do is start to learn how to monetize your audience, your community, rather than your content. So what we're talking about here are features such as super thanks, super chats, memberships, and the shopping feature. And by the time you watch this video, these new monetization requirements should have rolled out to more than 100 countries. Announced in 2023, but fully rolling out in 2024, you will be able to test 3 thumbnails per video upload and have YouTube pick the best performing one based on watch time share. This is one of the biggest creative updates in years on the YouTube platform and can help you test an important part of the video packaging with your entire audience. I highly encourage you to get into the habit of making at least 2 thumbnails per video that vary in style, format, and messaging. Through this constant testing and with the data you get, you're going to be able to make much better informed decisions about thumbnails that you know work with your audience. You can now earn ad revenue on your YouTube Shorts, just like you can on long form content. The requirements to do this are 1,000 subscribers and 10 million YouTube Shorts views over 90 days. Be warned though, RPMs for shorts are tiny compared to long form videos. If you're earning 10 cents every 1,000 views, you're doing well, but you still need 10 million views to earn $1,000. So sure, this ad revenue is nice to have, but it's probably best to focus on other money-making opportunities within YouTube, such as super thanks and shopping. And then externally to YouTube's money-making opportunities, you want to be seeking out brand deals and sponsorships. Although to be honest, we recommend that for long-form content as well. To help you with these new monetization requirements, the YouTube Studio now has a new monetization page, which will show you your progress to all of these stated requirements and help you apply once you get there. Now, obviously, by all means, use the screen to track your progress to the YPP goals. But far more importantly, use this page to go through all of the policies and guidelines of the YouTube Partner Program. Because the last thing you want are any unwelcome surprises when it actually comes to the application process. And there's a lot more about this, we'll get back to it later. YouTube themselves have launched a brand new mobile app called YouTube Create that includes a bunch of AI tools that will help you with editing, audio, and video effects. And obviously, because this is direct from YouTube, it's absolutely free on Android and iOS. This is definitely a resource that all mobile content creators should have in their toolkit. And to be honest, since it's free, everyone should get it because it gives you, the creator, a little bit of an insight into YouTube's intentions with AI content, which is what we should probably talk about next. In 2024, YouTube will be introducing new labels to indicate to viewers if content is using AI. However, no clear guidelines or rules have yet been released that will specifically answer questions such as, will this include AI voices, and a million other things that you can do with AI. The basis of the rules is to prevent bad actors misleading and misinforming viewers. As said, at time of recording, we don't have a complete picture of this big developing story. So the best thing that you can do is subscribe to vidIQ, because I assure you we'll be on top of all of this as it develops over 2024. Very early on in 2023, YouTube beefed up policies around demonetization of content. This included adult content, violence, and harmful acts, even in video games. And this stuff was applied to titles, thumbnails, and of particular interest, the first 8 seconds of a video. If you do make edgy content, obviously you want to read those guidelines. But if you are prone to the occasional F-bomb and your videos have some graphic stuff in them, you maybe want to wait until after 10 seconds into the video. Speaking of adverts, YouTube wants you to see more of them, whether you like them or not. And they're trying to do that by removing ad blockers from the whole platform. Users of the platform have been seeing more and more warnings like this if they use ad blockers. And as you might imagine, they're not happy about that. You may not like what I'm about to say, but I'm an advocate for YouTube and creators. I've seen firsthand the positive, life-changing impacts this platform has. So my simple message to you is don't use ad blockers. Get YouTube Premium instead and keep all of this financially sustainable for creators. If you apply for the YouTube Partner Program and are rejected for any reason, there is a standard 30-day waiting period before you apply again. However, if you apply again and are rejected a second time, the wait period is now extended to 90 days. And that's why I told you earlier to check all of those monetization policies and guidelines on that screen. Many creators get rejected for monetization for the reused and repetitious reasons, and then don't do anything to fix it. Well, you'll be in for a big shock when you're rejected for the second time and you have to wait an entire 3 months before you can apply again. YouTube continued to make the community tab a superpower feature by adding more tools, in this case quizzes. This allows you to ask your community a question with 4 possible answers. The community tab is a fantastic way to engage with your audience when you're not posting videos. Everybody has access to it, so you've got no excuse not to use it, and it takes 5 minutes of your time. Admittedly, it will take time to build up momentum with the community tab, but that's just the same as everything else on YouTube. A new For You section has been added to YouTube channel pages that recommends fresh content based on your viewers' interests. This sits at the top of the channel page and shows unique content to every user. So YouTube were a bit sneaky about this and turned it on by default, at least on the vidIQ channel anyway. As a result, it was recommending random videos and live streams from 5 years ago. So check the settings in the customization screen in the YouTube Studio, because you can tweak it so that it only shows the formats you want: videos, live stream, shorts, and recent content that was published in the last 12 months. Podcasts are now much more integrated into the YouTube ecosystem with a dedicated tab on channel pages, podcast playlists, and integration with YouTube Music. It's a bit of a weird one, this. I'm not sure what happened to you when YouTube dropped this feature, but for us, it just took lots of random videos and put them in podcast playlists, which clearly weren't podcasts. So if you do have podcast content on your channel, make sure you get in there and clean everything up. For example, podcasts often have square thumbnails, and for episodic content, you want to sort the podcast by oldest so that it plays episode 1, so everybody knows what's going on when they go through the podcast playlist. Older style adverts such as overlay ads have been retired, and users now have less control of how they set up ads. For example, you can no longer choose whether to have skippable or non-skippable ads on your videos. YouTube will make that decision for you. Overlay ads have been outdated for a very long time and contributed not much revenue, so there's no great loss there. And you can't really do anything about the stuff that's been taken out of your control, but you still do have complete control over mid-roll ads and whether you place them manually or let YouTube do it for you. If you upload YouTube Shorts via the mobile app, you can now choose a frame from the video as your thumbnail. However, if you upload the short through a desktop browser, currently there is no way to pick a custom thumbnail for the short. To be honest, I'm still a little annoyed about this. Why won't YouTube let us upload our own custom thumbnails, especially when you can get so many views from search traffic? You want those thumbnails to look inviting, right? There are hacks to upload completely custom thumbnails, but it's clunky and YouTube could cut off this trick at any moment if they wanted to. Just give us custom thumbnails, YouTube, please. YouTube have removed the ability to add external links to YouTube Shorts videos. This means that any links added to the description are not clickable and a user would need to copy and paste them. And who's going to do that? YouTube did this because, in their words, spammers and scammers were taking advantage of Shorts. There isn't really anything the average creator can do about this, although YouTube did offer a carrot when taking away this feature. Instead of external links in Shorts, you can now add one link to another video that's painted on the screen as the YouTube Short is being played. Now, obviously, there's a lot higher chance that that link is going to get clicked as opposed to something that's buried deep in the description or a pinned comment. So use this link as a call to action to more of your content, but the short itself must provide value. It can't just be used to point the viewer to somewhere else. There is a new promotions tab in the YouTube Studio that enables you to legitimately buy views and subscribers. Unless you're selling a product or a service, we can't really see the benefit of this tool. And so, as we've always recommended, grow your channel organically. After all, that's what the YouTube algorithm is designed to do. For free! The impersonation policies have been updated that require fan channels to clearly disclose they do not represent the artist, channel, or creator in question. The clear theme over the last year is that YouTube is at war with bad actors who intend to mislead and misinform. And put simply, impersonation is just another one of those bad actions that falls into this bucket. So don't do it, or your channel could be terminated. And this is a cool little new UI feature. If the video asks the viewer to subscribe or like the video, the appropriate button will be highlighted to encourage the viewer to do so. and when they do, they'll be rewarded with a cute animation. So be strategic about these asks, whether it's to subscribe or like the video. Don't do it right at the start of the video. Provide value first and then give a reason to subscribe, kind of like we did a little earlier on in this video. Oh, and you know what? We almost forgot to mention all of this. There's a new detailed activity graph in the audience retention analytics that, to be honest, I can't make head nor tail of. The About section has been moved to a pop-out screen on channel pages. Also, those little icons that were links that were in the channel banner, they've moved to here. There's a new viewed versus swipe away analytic that's kind of like click-through rate for YouTube Shorts. Data between different video formats is now split, making it a lot easier to analyze how different video formats perform on the channel. The same goes for what your audience watches. It's now split between long-form videos and shorts. A set of metrics that are close to my heart, new and returning viewers, have now been added to the advanced analytics mode so you can really dig into the detail. And community guideline warnings can be removed from your channel if you take an optional training course, which obviously you should. Oh, and YouTube stories are dead. Not that anybody used them or cared about them. By my reckoning, that's 27 changes that YouTube have made over the last year, and I've probably missed some that you're going to let me know about in the comments below, aren't you? But if you do want to learn more about any of the changes discussed in detail, then this is the epic playlist you need to watch next. Happy New Year, everybody. Roll on 2024.